Hey guys, it's Greg, and well, I guess let's just get to it. As you probably know by the fact that you're watching this, this video is intended for my premium tier, ultra exclusive Greg Supporters Club, and I just want to thank you so very much for all of your support. And without you, I would not be able to keep making the videos that I love making. So, I said love making. That's right. This is the kind of content you can expect for your premium price tag people. So, one of the most frequently requested things that I get, the most frequent requests I get, is to show you guys and talk to you a little bit more about what are the things on my desk, what are the things that you are constantly seeing in the background of my videos and so forth. So again, this very special peek into the inner sanctum that is Greg is just for you premium club members, and again, thank you so much for all of your support. Okay, so I guess we'll start down here and then we'll move up and we'll just kind of look at some of the things we have here. So this, this is probably not that big a deal for some of you, but I have a backlit keyboard, and to me, that's just really awesome. It's not something that I ever really thought I would have, but I was able to afford it, again, thanks in part to members like you and all of your donations. I very much appreciate that. I got that, and this PC. Unfortunately, it was supposed to light up more, but as over time, the lights in the window have gone out. But at least you can see over here, you can see a little bit more blue, and it's nice that it goes with that keyboard over here, and that's that. Obviously I love it for gaming. It's great to see in the dark, of course, and so forth. But I just think it's really cool that there are keyboards out there like that have that. I'm so used to just the standard whatever you get with the store-bought PC. No lights, no bells, no whistles, just gray or whatever. So this was a really nice perk. Moving along, this is my original Game Boy. This is what I was playing all those years ago in my bedroom. And let's see what is still in here. What do we have? Oh, Monopoly. I played the heck out of this game. I don't know if that is a kind of cartridge that has a battery in it. If it is, then obviously I've lost that game. But I used to love that game, and just a little peek behind the curtain again for that. That was the first time I had seen the name Penelope written out, and I always thought it was Penlope because I was smart as a child. And here we have my ocarina because I love Zelda. I got this. I was at one of the various fairs that I've gone to, the craft fairs or what have you. Actually, you know what? I think I bought this at King Richard's Fair, the Renaissance Fair. In fact, I did. I bought this at King Richard's Fair, the Renaissance Fair that's near here. And, every time I go to a Renaissance Fair, I just say, you know what? I want to run away with a Renaissance Fair. Okay, next. Under here, we can see Donatello. You may remember this from my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video. This is, basically, it's an old toy from Burger King, and you're going to see some more Burger King toys as we move along, but that's just neat to have. Over here, just some lanyards and a badge for PAX East, which I went to back in 2016. I don't know what it is. PAX is something that I would love in theory, but when it comes down to it, I think I do PAX wrong. All of my friends who go absolutely love it. They have great experiences. I think I'm just doing things wrong because I don't really ever get the same experiences that they get. Anyways, so conventions really aren't for me, I think, until I figure out how to do them better. But anyways, moving along, I have an Xbox controller because I have my Xbox nearby that I can watch various streaming services on, and that's pretty much all it is used for, which is a very sad thing. Okay, and now moving up to the next tier. As you can see, I have some junk over here, but moving along, I have some 3DS games. I am a fan of the Professor Layton series. As you can see, I have a couple there. I have a copy of Chrono Trigger. I also have a copy of Yokai Watch, which I got because I was like, you know, I like Pokemon. Maybe I'll give this knockoff a try. There is a pocket edition of The Hobbit, which I think is a fantastic thing to have. You can bring it when you're traveling and get in a little nerdery, and it's great. This is actually a McDonald's toy, but I have it, and I think it's really fun because it's like Hello Kitty meets Kiss. So that's that. Over here, I have this here, both because I love The Simpsons and because it's a fun Burger King toy that I think that is really fun. These are pretty old. You know, as you can see, they are worse for wear, but that's fine by me. You know, these are the things that I have held on to this whole time, and I'm not going to part with them, even though they are a little bit beat up. Behind that, you can see I have a Bart jump drive, thumb drive. You know, I really liked The Simpsons growing up. I wasn't allowed to watch very much of it. You know, it was one of those shows that it was seen as irreverent and so forth. Nowadays, it's very wholesome, even though, you know, they do talk about irreverent things and such. It was really pushing the envelope back then. Now the envelope's been pushed so far that, you know, there's just, I don't know. Don't listen to me. I'm just being crazy. Anyways, moving along, over here I have my Link from Majora's Mask. This, you may remember, I got from Wish, which I can't verify the authenticity of this product, but I can tell you with some certainty that these products are not for me either. You know, I thought that they were going to be, you know, in line with action figures, but really they're just statues, and they're not meant to be moved. They're meant to just be posed and kind of let sit there. I was a little disappointed on that end, but you know, they are nice. They are cute. They look very accurate to what they are intended to portray. And since I love The Legend of Zelda, I'm happy to have it, even though, again, I probably wouldn't buy it. I probably wouldn't buy another one. Behind there, little peek back into my childhood again. I have some floppy disks. There may or may not be a freeware version of Doom on there. There may or may not be various, you know, very low res pictures from, you know, 1996, 1997. I honestly don't know what's on there. And I think that the world will never know, because who has a floppy disk anymore? Okay, this was hiding over behind my awesome microphone. But what this is probably the best Christmas gift that I have ever received. This is an actual fossil. I believe it's a trilobite, but it's very easy for me to look back and say, you know, I probably don't actually know that that's the case. It's probably just some sort of a sea creature that was fossilized many, 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 many years ago. Back when I was a small child, I was very much into archaeology. I was into dinosaurs and so forth. And my parents got this for me, and it just, to this day, I geek out whenever I see it, because it's history, man. It's really cool that it's history, and I really love that. Okay, now to the top level. Over here, we have a Star Wars collector series. You know, the tall, big action figures. When Star Wars got re-released, the special edition, they came out with a whole new series of toys. I have almost a complete set of those. I only had a couple of the big ones, and Obi-Wan was the one that was hardest to find. I managed to find it at a Walmart one day, and I was very excited for it. And here it is. Like an idiot, I opened it, because that's what idiots do. But I still have it. All right. You know what? I'm gonna let you guys see what is inside this Obi-Wan. It'd be really embarrassing if he wasn't in there. Oh, he is. Okay. So there's Obi-Wan. You can see his lightsaber over there, a little write-up about who Obi-Wan Kenobi was. I just think it's a neat figure. I'm really happy that I was able to find it. And so I have it up here. You know, it's representing Star Wars, which, as you may or may not have guessed, is actually a pretty interesting topic to me. It's one of the things that I like most in this world. And speaking of the things that I like most in this world, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Again, you probably saw these in my TMNT video, but these are the VHS tapes from my childhood. These are the first, I want to say there's 2 episodes on each. So the first 4 episodes of the animated series, and as you can tell, I just love them, and I wish that I still had a VHS tape just to have that extra layer of nostalgia. It's kind of like how people say, oh, you know, I really wish that I had a record player because vinyl is so much better than CDs. You know, for the sake of the nostalgia, I'd love to see that graininess that comes with a VHS. I do have these on DVD, so I can see it pure, but every now and then I think that it's appropriate to see, you know, the true glory nostalgia. Moving right behind those Ninja Turtles, I have a bottle of Polar Seltzer Unicorn Kisses. So, for those who are not aware, I live in the state of Massachusetts. And in the state of Massachusetts, there is a seltzer company called Polar. And they, a few years ago, had kind of like an April Fool's joke. They have this limited edition flavor. Makes more sense for me to bring this out here. You know, normally they don't have all these like nonsensical things, but Unicorn Kisses, they temporarily changed the logo. That polar bear doesn't usually have a horn. Yeah. Look for details, April 01. So this was an April Fool's joke, and it kind of generated a lot of buzz. It was really hard to get your hands on these. My wife ended up actually finding this at a yard sale or a flea market or something like that, and she bought it and told the guy that, oh yeah, my husband and I are really interested in trying this. And he was like, what? You're gonna open it? That was probably his voice too. But anyways, I got to try this, and I wanted to keep the bottle because I thought it was kind of unique and amazing. All right, now a little peek behind the curtain. Big Bang Theory Lego. I don't really think there's much to be said about that. Moving right along. Lord of the Rings Glass Goblets collection. There is Frodo, and there's Arwen. And then we move over here. Aragorn and Gandalf. I do have the full set. These were from Burger King, and I was able to grab them when I worked for them for a time, and they are magnificent. And, you know, they represent the Lord of the Rings, which, again, another awesome thing in my life. Okay, so behind those glasses, I have an amazing Spider-Man alarm clock, which I'm pretty sure doesn't work. Moving along, an amazing Spider-Man Beanie Baby, which I'm pretty sure doesn't work. Moving along, new Coke. I got 2 of them, folks. Now, when you bought an order, you got 2 cans anyways, but I also bought 2 orders because it was a huge frenzy when you were first able to buy them. I tried for hours to get in there and do that, but eventually I was able to place an order and I got the new Coke, and that's what started our journey, was new Coke. So I definitely wanted to have it here. And even if I wasn't continuing on with the YouTube journey, I would have these here because I think they're really cool. Again, it's history. It's history, and I love seeing it. Speaking of very important things in my life, that is a poem that my wife wrote for me, and that is private. Private. Lastly, underneath some guitar strings. I used to play guitar. Actually, that's not even guitar strings. What the hell? What the heck? I have an America Online disc. Are you kidding me? What is that nonsense? I need to clean my desk. That's a little bit ridiculous. Okay, guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this real sneak peek behind the curtain, seeing a little bit more into what makes Greg tick. Thank you again for all of your support. I could not keep making these videos without you, so thank you once again. So as you can see, I am a sweaty mess because it is really hot down here and because I'm coughing like crazy. So I think that this is where I'm going to leave you, and keep an eye out for more subscriber-only content like this.